How to grow your first 1000 Instagram followers. What's going on, guys? Thor here, back with a new video, and in this video we're going to look at how you can grow your first 1000 followers on Instagram. Now, if you did not watch my previous video and have under 100 followers, go back and watch that video before continuing on with this one. Now, if you don't know who I am, over my 2 years on Instagram I built up a network of over 2 million followers on Instagram, and Instagram is basically what I do now almost every single day. That's what I work on. I build my network, I grow accounts for clients, etc, etc. So Instagram is really my profession. I've figured out most of what there is to figure out. I know pretty much all of the ins and outs of the algorithm. So if you want to learn more about Instagram, make sure you check out my channel, because all the information you basically need to know everything about Instagram is on this channel. So go down below and check it out afterwards. Anyways, let's jump into this video and look at how you can build your page up to your first 1000 followers. Now, 1000 followers might seem like a milestone to you, but honestly 1000 followers is nothing. It really is nothing, and it's going to be super easy for you to get there. All you have to do is to follow step by step what I'm telling you to do in this video. If you do that, I can guarantee that you'll get 1000 followers on your Instagram account, no matter what the niche or page is. When it comes to growing your first 1000 followers, content is not really important. Stories is not really important. Your hashtags is not really important. There really is only one thing that is important: your growth strategy. If you have a growth strategy, you can basically pass 1000 followers easily. Now, ideally you want to have some things in place, like a nice profile picture and some good content. At least have some content posted on the page that is going to make it 10 times easier for you to grow, but you really don't need anything else than a solid growth strategy. Now, don't get me wrong, I preach good content. Good content is the key to growing fast on Instagram, but really when it comes to your first 1000 followers, there really is not that much needed other than a good growth strategy. So let's look at what strategies there is and which you ideally should be using to get your first 1000 followers. So the first strategy that you could be using to get your first 1000 followers is the Gary Vee strategy. Now, this is probably the most time-consuming strategy, and if you do want to go for it, you might want to automate it, because it is really time-consuming. Now, for those of you who don't know what the strategy is, it's basically going to hashtags and liking and commenting on images in the hashtags. Basically getting yourself out there, getting to know people in the community, networking with people, and growing your exposure that way. I have a full video on it where I talk about how you can use it and also automate it, so I'll link that video down below in the video description. Now, another way you can grow your first 1000 followers is if you have a niche page. If you have a niche page, this strategy really relates to you. So if you have a niche page, what I would ideally do is to try to network with as many people as possible and create a solid DM network. Now, then you want to use this DM network to basically boost your images when you post. You've probably heard about this before. It's kind of like Power Likes, just DM groups. Power Likes would be the paid version of this, but create a solid network and get this network to boost your images once you post them. And make sure you're posting viral content that is in your niche. Now, if you do have the money, you can buy Power Likes, but usually it's better to start Power Likes if you have more than 1000 followers, because starting them right off the bat can seem a little bit sketchy to Instagram. So I would try to pass 1000 followers before starting with Power Likes, just to be on the safe side of the algorithm. Now, the final method I want to touch on when growing your first 1000 followers is the easiest and, in my opinion, the best way to quickly grow your 1000 followers. Now, this method is nothing spectacular. It's basically targeted follow and follow. Now, before you go completely rage mode and say that follow and follow is cheesy, it's bad, it's spammy, it's mean, get the fuck over it. Like, literally, when people say that, I just don't know what to do. I just cringe, because it's so stupid. Everything in marketing is cheesy, and if you really want to grow your Instagram account, could you really give a shit about if it's mean? Like, you shouldn't really give a shit. You just want to grow your page. That should be your mission. And if your page can benefit someone, it is your duty to reach out to them, to grow your page, to get yourself out there, and to basically follow people to let them know about your page. That is your duty if your page is good enough. So being drawn back from follow and follow just because you think it's cheesy, just because you think it's mean, honestly, you don't even deserve followers on Instagram if that is your motto. Like, literally, it's just stupid. Now, I know that follow and follow can hurt your account, so can any other method on growing on Instagram. I think the follow and follow method has gotten a little bit too much fire towards it, too much hate because of it being overused. But honestly, every single method on Instagram that you can use to grow can be overused, and the same is with follow and follow. So there is, of course, a correct way to use the follow and follow method. You just need to know how to use it, and very few people do know how to use it, which is why it gets so much hate and why so many people don't resort to using it, because they don't know how to do it and they just mess up their pages. So ideally, what you want to do when you're using the follow and follow method, you want to really define your targeted audience. Find pages that are in your niche. Find pages that are similar to your page, and the people who follow those pages and engage on those pages, that is the people you want to target. That's very basic targeting. There's more in-depth targeting than that. I can make another video on that if you want to, but that is really specific. That is really basic, I mean, and that is how you want to do it. It's no magic, it's just basic, simple, plain like that. Next, once you find your targeted audience, the people you want to target, you basically follow them. You follow them, about 50 people each hour, up to like 300-400 a day, and that is a good amount. You might want to start off with like 100 a day, and then up to 200, then to 300, then to 400, and then you can increase it from there. But I would never go over like 700-800. That's the limit is on 1,000 people you can follow a day. Don't go over that. If you're doing that, you're basically asking Instagram to punish your page, so don't go overboard. Stick around to 400 in the start until you reach at least 1,000 followers. If you can do that, you can get your first 1,000 followers. It's literally dirt simple. Honestly, I'm amazed how people are not having 1,000 followers on their Instagram pages, because it is so simple. Do this, do what I told you in this video, and you will guaranteed get past 1,000 followers in 2 weeks. Literally, you can do this in 1 week. Like, seriously, it's so easy. I've grown by 5,000 followers in 1 day, so you can definitely grow by 1,000 followers in 2 weeks or a week. I know this video is basically kind of repeating old content, but I know a lot of people have requested this video, and it makes more sense when I'm making a video targeted just towards this, helping people get past their first 1,000 followers, giving you guys some kind of action steps. So if this video helped you, make sure you smash that like button, go down below and subscribe if you want to see more Instagram content. I've got videos on anything about Instagram, algorithm updates, power likes, ways to grow, engagement groups, stories, everything you basically need to know about Instagram. I've got videos on it, monetization too, so go down below, check out my channel, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.